Yeah, all praise to the Most High. IUIC Mobile, Officer DeWater.
Shalom, IUIC Mobile, Officer Joab.
I see. Hey, man.
What you got today? What you got?
Hey, man. We're gonna get into it. First and foremost, man. How y'all doing? Y'all know how I do every time. Make sure y'all drop y'all positive comments in our comment section. Interact with us, man. We'll answer your questions. If you got any questions, we'll answer your questions.
Or negative. They can drop negative. It's all good.
Yeah, this is a real conversation for real people. You feel me? So tell us how you feel. We're gonna tell you how we feel. First and foremost, man, I know some of y'all probably tired of talking about it. And this is going to be the last time I touch up on this. But we're going to get into this whole thing with the guy that bought his kid McDonald's and the child's mother felt some type of way.
Hey, stock just went up in McDonald's. Man.
Yeah, stock definitely just went up.
We make everybody rich, man.
We make everybody rich, man. That's why they always have us on their commercials, too.
Right.
But that's a whole nother topic. First off, man, I got part one of the video, so I'm going to just show y'all a little snippet of what went down.
Oh, Lord, we got?
Every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's, though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Got to be more careful.
Hey, so look, first off, bro, I'm gonna let you tell me how you feel about that.
Hey, man, look. Let me get some scriptures. I don't want to deal too much in my opinion. Okay. I'm gonna use some scriptures real quick. Give me give me 2 Maccabees 7 and 32. I'm gonna start there first. The reason why we even got to witness something like this is because of this right here. 2 Maccabees 7 verse I think it's 32.
The book of 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 32. For we suffer because of our sin.
Read that again.
For we suffer because of our sin.
We suffer because of our sins, man. Because we played the whoremonger or we played the whore, right. And we don't prove nobody like the scriptures tell us to prove for people first to see their spirit, see what they about before you lay down with them.
Right.
Since we don't do those things,
can you say that one more time?
We supposed to prove. Matter of fact, get Sirach 37 and 12. We supposed to prove the people you dealing with first. Prove them first, you know what I mean? Before you open your legs, everything's on you. You ain't got to open your legs. You do not have to open your legs, right? If the dude is a bad guy, if he's not a good father, if he's a bad father, you will eliminate all that if you just keep your legs closed until marriage. Now watch this, read what you got.
The book of Sirach.
Because I said prove something. I said prove, right? Watch this.
Book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12.
Sirach 6.
But be continually with a godly man.
So the scripture tells us to be continually with a godly man. In order for you to know that, you have to be around them to see their characteristics, to see how they move and see how they living, right? Come on.
Whom thou knowest, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
To keep the commandments of the Lord. Now one more now about the proving thing real quick, and then I'm going to give it back to you. Sirach 6 and 7.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
So, read that again.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
So you got to prove these people first. Why? Watch this. Let's see why you got to prove them.
And be not hasty to credit him.
So don't be hasty to credit somebody just because they look good. Be like, damn, she look good. Or a sister be like, man, that brother, they're handsome. Don't be hasty to give them credit yet. You don't know them. Watch this.
For some man, for some man is a friend of his own occasion.
Some people are a friend of their own occasions, meaning they got a plan or plot in the back of their mind on reason why they portraying to be your friend or portraying they want to get to know you. Go ahead.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
So it will not be with you when you're going through your problem. When you're going through something, that goes not only for relationship wise, as far as husband and wife, but they also go with a sister trying to prove another sister to be friends with her, or a brother trying to prove another brother to be friends. Right. Now, one more scripture, and I'm gonna give it to you as far as Hebrew 13. And we wouldn't even be in this, but this is crazy, yo. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I'm gonna pass it back, but I got some more scripture for her as far as that's crazy. But watch this, Hebrew 13 and 4. We won't even be in this position. What you got? Come on, y'all. Yes, sir.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
See, if we took time to get married, you know, and took time to prove them, see if they godly first and get married, we won't have these problems. But unfortunately, we break God's laws, and the reason why we got the brother got to go through something like that, the brother just trying to come look out for his kid. You know, I wonder if it was vice versa. Her other baby daddies or whatever, when she go to their house, to his house, and if he got other kids, if he got 4 kids, do she pack an extra lunch box for the siblings over there? Right. You feel me? Like, no. So that's crazy for our people to go through stuff like this, because they said what?
Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable. Come on.
And the bed undefiled.
Meaning what y'all do, y'all little freaky thing in the bed, that's on y'all. Right. As long as you ain't breaking God's laws with that. No, come on.
But whoremongers.
But who?
But whoremongers.
My brother that just like to lay down with this sister, that sister. Let me hit Jenny on this block. Let me get Felicia over here across town. Matter of fact, let me go to Florida. I want to taste of Florida. You know what I'm saying? The whoremongers what?
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
You see that? God will judge us, meaning certain things like this happen to us because we break our laws. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't break our laws, we won't be going through these things we're going through. That's sad just to watch. You know, the sister threw. How you throw? If that's the case, if it's that bad, just get the bag and cut it in 4s, and then if it's that bad, if it really was that bad, it ain't that bad. She just showing the hell out. I'm gonna pass it back to you, but I got some more scriptures on it. But I'm gonna pass it back.
Yeah, man, I agree with you on that, because me personally, and like I've said this before to people when I had the conversation, that the man did what he was supposed to do for what he created.
Yes, sir.
Now him bringing the other kids something, if he would have bought it, that would have been cool too, but he wasn't wrong.
Right.
Me personally, that's how I feel about it. And I feel like as a man though, you know, it's crazy because one thing about black women, and I'm not saying all black women.
Bring it out, speak your piece.
A lot of women, black women, they like to demean black men in a lot of ways, and then want to ask for protection in the same sense.
Oh man, say that again. You run it back.
That's confusing to me. Like, how can you demean a black man but ask for his protection at the same time? See, sometimes it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. You get what I'm saying? And we understand that, especially the era that we live in right now, we understand that we all could grow in a lot of areas. But speaking through hate ain't gonna help me or make me even want to listen to what you got to say to me. So, to the sister, I don't know if y'all seen the video. She had a follow-up video. To me, she sounded even more crazy than the video that she had posted. Shout out to the brother who felt like he was doing what he was supposed to do for his child, like he was supposed to be doing. And maybe some of the mothers that really do take care of their children, maybe y'all can go help sister out. Hit up on Instagram and tell her what she should have did, because that ain't
but she doubled down on it. So evidently she said she gonna ride or die on what she said.
Yeah.
Threw the food in the street, threw the drink in the street. I got a scripture for it real quick, because give me Proverbs 31 verse 12. Now, if she said her steps don't come in till the 11 or something like that, right? So this sister I know she get about 800, 900 or more. Right. What the hell is you spending this on? This food.
Did you know hair and makeup?
So that's what it is.
Because I think they said she was getting a nail did or something like that.
Right. So she sell them, and then she take the kids' money, take the kids' food out the house, and then get mad because this brother bring a kid for his that bro, you can't make this stuff up. You can't. Now watch the rich you got. Hey, I'm sorry. If the shoe fit, put the other one on. Put the other heel on. I don't give a damn. Watch the rich you got. Start at verse 12. Watch what the scripture say.
30 and 12
31 verse 12.
31. Proverbs 31 and verse 12. She will
Start at verse 14, matter of fact.
verse 14. She is like the merchant ships.
Uh-huh.
She bringeth her food from afar.
She bring her food from afar. They let you know she don't cook. You won't be worrying about no damn McDonald's if you cook.
Right.
Why you got that on the stove?
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't cook. You worry about this dude bringing some food for his son. Now, like my brother said, if you want to bring some food for the other kid, hey, that's fine.
Right.
But you can't get mad or want to throw the food into the street because he looking out for his son. And you ought to be glad that this brother rolling up every day to even be there for his son.
Right.
Then that man is going over and beyond, because I call good fathers that get him on the weekend and do. This dude come every day to bring some food.
Right.
So you should be giving that man some respect. You should give him some honor. But we know you don't cook. Watch this, read.
Verse 15. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household.
What's he do?
She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household.
So that's what she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be up at night getting the kids' food ready for the morning. Everything should be already ready. Come on.
And a portion to her maidens.
See that? So, but we know we lack this knowledge, we lack this understanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that go to show you that it's bad out here.
Yeah.
It's bad, women. You looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Just being for real. All this empowering, I'm independent.
Right.
That's baloney, y'all. I'm just got to be real with you. Like, if you can't even cook, take care of your household or cook, something wrong. And then you get mad at a brother that's taking his responsibilities and putting it in action to come see his son every day, and you discourage that man from even want to see you, you know what I'm saying, or even want to deal. So that's bad. I think it should be something in the legal system to protect the man, because the man is not protected by no legal system. If there was the other way around, the folks probably would have rolled up over there and everything. You know what I mean?
Black man is not protected.
You're right.
Yeah.
The black man is not
Yeah.
protected.
And that's why.
Go ahead.
And that's why we have to stand up. For instance, we can't be the fact when we're speaking about the topic of our sisters, of our black women. It's a scripture I want to go to.
Go ahead.
Sirach 26 and verse 22. Like he was going over the laws, the mindset of our people. They have strayed away from the laws. So you stray away from these laws, you become a different person. Let's see what our sisters have become today. Sirach 26 and 22.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 22.
Uh-huh.
A harlot shall be accounted as spilled.
So what's the trend that's going on with our sisters today? To despise their black brothers. I don't want to marry him. I don't want to defend him. But like you said, I need them for this.
Right.
I need them for that. It's a usage.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So their mindset is what now?
And harlot
That's
shall
their
be
mindset. They have the harlot ways of these. Okay, I'm not going to marry. I'm going to stay in that mindset, because the trending, the celebrities we have today, the sisters we have today, influencing.
Right.
This is their mindset.
Yeah.
Let's finish it out.
And harlot shall be accounted as spilled.
Come on.
But a married woman.
But a what?
A married woman.
Come on.
Is a tower against death.
You see that? She's the tower for what? Her husband, the black man.
Right.
So we can't be. We have to push it. We have to push it and bring up things like this. Go ahead.
Hey, you had said something about if no, I don't think you did. I think I heard somebody say it. Like, if she would have came and just asked that man, put the camera aside, be like, hey, look, hey, do you mind if you bring the other kids? You know what I'm saying? Something. I ain't, for real, I ain't got it. I'm lacking. Mm-hmm. That dude probably said, all right, bet I got you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's a whole different way she went about it. Now watch what the Bible say. If she would have used her feminine side, would have been trying to be masculine. I'm finna expose it, trying to chest bump the man.
Not the fit.
She trying to come as a man. So you're like, what?
Yeah.
Hell, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now watch this. Go to Sirach 40, start at verse 21. Watch this.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 40 and verse 20. Wine and music.
Start at 21.
Yes, sir. Verse 21. The pipe and the psaltery make sweet melody.
So it said it makes sweet melody, right? You got some instrument make sweet melody. Watch this.
But a pleasant tongue.
But a what?
A pleasant tongue is above them both.
But a what?
A pleasant tongue is above them both.
So you know how you got some Marvin Gaye, somebody that playing the instruments in the background or whatever. Sounds good. But it said, look, somebody that know how to use their tongue, you know what I'm saying, in the right way, is better than that music. And she only would have used that tongue, be like, Put the camera to the side and be like, yeah, hey, look. Hey, you know, whatever his name is, Darryl, hey, look, man, look, I'm really hurting. Even though you don't supposed to be hurting with all these damn stamps.
Right.
You know, what accountability for that? Your ass shouldn't be going around talking about you ain't got no food in the house because your stamp come into the 11 and you get that $1,000 for these kids. What is it? So y'all sisters that is not like this sister, please encourage this sister to be better. You know what I'm saying? Please do.
Yeah, man, that's very important because now the child got to suffer. You threw the child food at the middle of the road.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And with that, I know, and I'm pretty sure we all can say at least one time we experienced how sometimes with mothers, they will go and they will belittle the father in front of the child. So now you want to form a whole totally different judgment on the child about how he feels about his father when he was trying to help out. You know, so
in front of the world, bro.
In front of the
She did
world.
this in front of the world.
We gotta stop doing that to each other, man. Get on social media. I hate that. I hate how we get on social media. We'll go to a black business and say, "Well, that's why I can't shop black business. That's why I do." But you will take your ass to McDonald's every week.
Right.
They mess up your food, and you gonna keep on going to it.
Right. Keep rolling.
But you get on social media. I can't stand that, man. You can always go to somebody else. It's always somebody else do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, brother, we got to. Women, I definitely need to learn how to cook. To me, it is. I'm for real, man. To me, that is the way that my mom. You gotta cook for me. Like I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we live in an era now where a lot of them don't know how to cook.
Right.
And see, we growing up, a lot of us, you ask for some McDonald's, you got McDonald's at home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got something at home. Like y'all was saying earlier. Now we don't live in that area no more. That's the first thing they go. What you want to eat?
Right now, I don't want that. I could be saving that money. That could be savings.
Yeah.
You spending $10 every day, $15 every day. That adds the hell up.
Yeah.
You feel me? When we could just you buy something and you cook like our wives. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you gotta love the scriptures. That's why we gotta come back and let me give a scripture to give peace. Just in case brothers and sisters may be like that, but you want to change. Give me that in 2 Maccabees 1. And just in case you want to change, let's show you what give us peace, man. Like, cause that ain't no peace right there, bro. Now you gotta imagine this brother gotta go through this. Brother gonna be joning on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, man, you messed that man image up. The man gotta go to work. Man, you know, the man gotta hear this, you know what I mean? He might laugh it off. I don't know how you feel about it, but you tried to castrate the man in front of everybody, but you really did it to yourself. And you make, and we look bad, man.
Yeah.
We look bad as a nation. Give me that, you got 1 verse 4.
2 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 4. And open your hearts in his law and commandments.
So that's what we got to do. We got to begin to open our mind up to God's laws and commandments. You know what I'm saying? What he say do, you know? No different from if you're a parent, you know? You tell your kids, look, do X, Y, Z. The reason why you tell them to do X, Y, Z is because you protecting them.
Right.
You know, you try to protect them. You don't want them to get hurt. Nobody want to see their kids get hurt. You feel me? So that's the same thing with God. He said, look, I don't want to see you get hurt, so I'm going to put X, Y, Z up for you, which is the laws and commandments. But now we have went totally contrary to it. Right. We just threw the Bible behind our back and said, look, I'm going to get how I live. Mm-hmm. So when we get how we live, then it's going to be a lot of trial and a lot of error, a lot of pain. Now watch this. Read that again.
And open your hearts in his law and commandments.
Okay. When you do that, when you open, young sister or brother, when you open your mind up to God's laws, statutes, and commandments, as a woman, it's gonna let you know, look, you gotta learn how to provide for your house. You gotta learn how to cook. You gotta learn how to serve your husband. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn these things because this is what the scriptures portray. As a man, what we're gonna dive into later, you know what I'm saying? Right. As far as the divine masculinity or whatever, or the role of the man, you know, the only way we can know how to be a man is according through the scriptures. Right. You got the greatest men that ever walked the face of the earth, and they look like you. They ain't no white man with blue eyes, stringy hair. That's a lie. Right. You know what I'm saying? The prophets in the Bible are black. So, but if you want that peace, young sister or young brother, you got to do what?
And open your hearts in his law and commandments, and send you peace.
He gonna give you what?
And send you peace.
You gonna give you peace. You know how much peace I got now, man? When I was a woman, I had no peace.
Right.
I'm on this side of the town ducking. I'm on this side ducking like, damn, all the time get caught. You know, or you in the streets, you done did some dirt. You like, damn. You know, you paranoid. You ain't got no peace when you're in the streets. You ain't got no peace when you're a whoremonger. None of that. But when you get married, I ain't got to worry about a thing. My phone can be open all night. I ain't sweating. I ain't, you know. It's a peace of mind when you come back to these law, statutes, and commandments. So I just encourage every brother and sister, you know what I'm saying, when you're in that world, come out of there, man. Come back to who you are. You're the greatest people on the face of the earth. What we just seen today is us we fell from grace. For we done fell from being the kings of the earth. We done fell from being the princesses of the earth. When you see this stuff on live television trying to make another person look bad, but you look bad, which make all of us look bad. You feel me? So we got to come back to being the kings and the princess of the earth.
Yeah, because they definitely laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this tonight is gonna be part one of the divine masculinity, man, and I definitely wanted to get it from y'all's perspective. But I know for me, for us, period, because we all look the same up in here. We saw different shades of different types of men growing up.
Right.
So even for me, I know, like, even when it comes to relationships, I never saw a positive relationship, so I never knew how to maintain one.
Oh, right.
The relationship I saw was my great aunt and uncle. They've been together since they was in high school, and they're in their mid-70s now, So that was the only time I saw a positive relationship. But when it came to my dad was doing his thing, and my mom was just surviving, So I never got to see that. So for me, I was just taking in from different people of what I felt it was.
Take a piece here, take a piece of home.
Right.
To piece it together.
Right. And I think that is for a lot of us. I know a lot of women, they want us to step up. I get it. I tell people all the time, the men, it's like, we are like a garden, and the men are the fence around the garden. The woman is the garden, And so we have to learn how to protect women no matter what's the cause. But the thing is, with women now, just like we have men doing some stuff that ain't right, we also have the women doing some stuff too. And one thing I do know, now of course, a woman's supposed to follow a man, true enough. But we live also in a society. But wait, I'm finna get into it.
I'll say hi.
Hey, but let me tell you one thing about a man. A man will form himself of what the woman wants. We live in a time now where we see a lot of these young boys. They feel like we gotta sell drugs, we gotta become rappers. But look at what the women want.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
So if a woman,
hey, you sure you ain't got no women sponsoring your show? If I can shut the hell down.
Hey, so for and it's crazy that it is. You know what I'm saying? But for them, of course, if I see that this is what I'm gonna get this is what I gotta do to get girls, this is what I gotta do to get girls.
Right.
So a lot of times women don't even realize how influential they are to the community as well. But at the same time, I do believe that it's time for men to step up in all aspects. We don't have to live like how the music say you gotta live. All that popping pills and all that junk, man. You gotta see what's doing. I mean, even now in our city, right now, how people are dying from popping pills.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is crazy because they putting stuff in all kind of, stuff now. You can't trust it, man. And it's crazy. You'll go on social media and you'll look at somebody's story. I have a story up, and an hour later you seeing rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. So I know for y'all really go deep into depth with this, and then I also wanted to bring it in, of course, on the spiritual level, because when you talk about it, you can't not talk about divine spirituality without spirituality.
Right.
So I want y'all go ahead and
hey, you just threw it off the back of the glass. I don't know how I want to dunk it. Do I windmill it? Do I do it backwards or what? You know what I'm saying? But I can't be plain Jane when I dunk it. But you said something earlier about the protection. We the protection. I'm gonna start right there since you said that. Give me Ciroc, because you said a lot of great stuff, bro. You said a lot, bro. I wish more people think like you. You know what I'm saying? Because we need more brothers thinking like that. Get Ciroc 36 and verse 24, I think. Yeah, 24.
The book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 24. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession.
So when you get a wife, you're supposed to get a possession. It's not like, you do something bad with your possession. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When you get a possession, think about it. You get a new car, you get a new Rolls Royce or something. You cherishing it. You make sure it's clean. You know what I mean? You make sure that you're changing the oil. You keeping it up.
Right.
So that's what it is with your wife. You get a wife, you're supposed to make sure everything's on point. You know what I mean? You're supposed to protect her, right? Watch this, read.
A help like unto himself.
But just make sure she's a help like unto yourself, right? Come on.
And a pillar of
She's
rest.
supposed to be a pillar of rest, meaning when you come home from this society that's beating down on our heads, then now when I come home to my wife, this is my kingdom right here on earth.
Right.
It gets no better than when I open the door. It's supposed to get it's no better place than right here.
Right.
I shouldn't open the door and then, nigga, why you ain't, you know, nigga, no, you know, some brothers gonna sit in the car and just drink them a beer all night. They ain't going in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't want that, sister. You don't want to be a pillar of stress. You want to be a pillar of rest. Now watch this, read.
Verse 25. Where no hedge is.
Now what you said, because it said where no hedge is, meaning where no man is or where no protection is, right?
There the possession is spoiled.
Meaning the possession, that woman is destroyed. If ain't no man over you, if you don't have a hedge of protection, these women would be destroyed. That's what you see now. That's why they want to step away from us to do their own thing, but they don't understand. They following Satan. They doing the same thing their foremother did in the Garden of Eden.
Right.
Eve did the same thing. She wanted to be a god like Adam.
Right.
Adam was already God.
Right.
Satan just told her, you can, whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I mean? You can be a God as well. So now they want to step away from that. You don't step away. We are your power. You know what I mean? We are your protection. We are your hedge. I know we seem like stir-fry shit right now. I'm sorry, I got to say it plain. You know, we look like that, but no. But we're actually the kings of the earth. We're actually the gods of the earth. Now let's prove that. Psalms 82 and 5. You know, let me get that. And then, because you said we'll do anything for women or something like that. Could you rephrase that?
Because women are very influential. So for a man,
Drop that. Give me first.
yeah.
Go ahead.
When a man is doing, when a
First
woman
Edges 4:26.
wants something, a man is gonna try to do what that woman wants.
Right.
You know, so
And
that's
then-
why a lot of these young boys now are following certain lifestyles because they feel like this is what the woman wants.
Okay, got you. And that's an error. Let me
Yeah.
show you that that's an error.
Okay.
Watch this. First Edges 4:26.
The book of 1 Esdras, chapter 4 and verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Read that again now.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Many men have ran out of their mind. Wits meaning mind.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty men have ran out of their mind for women. Some of them behind jail right now in bars.
That's right.
Some of them in the grave.
Right.
And then that woman still, she doing what she been
Living
doing.
her life.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's an error. We never should run after a woman. Read that again.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
They come what?
Become servants for their sakes.
Exactly what you said.
Yeah, right.
Become servants for their sake. That's an error. Watch this. Read.
Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
Why? Because the dude can't afford that, but he finna go steal. I gotta go jack somebody now.
Right.
My baby said, let me, and she got this bag, that bag. Now let me go sell some dope. Now I gotta, they don't want to honest living. Matter of fact, I think I seen it was on social media where some sisters turned down brother that had a decent job and everything, and then they said they'd rather get a dope boy or somebody like that can get money in, or they ain't gotta be tied down through their job so they can travel. They want to travel so bad, they'd rather have a dope boy because he ain't got no punch in clock. I said, damn, we falling, man, we falling far. Now watch this, jump up the verse. Let's see what a man to do. Let's see what a man to do for a woman. Jump up the verse 20.
Verse 20.
Let's get more in detail of what we do today. I'm gonna make it relevant to today what my brother brought out. Come on.
A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife.
Come on.
He sticks not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country.
Man, you got some brothers that ain't never been back home, bro. They done move with a woman, they ain't never been back home to see their people.
Ooh.
For real.
I know one in my own family.
That will tell you.
Yeah.
Now watch this, read.
By this also you must know that women have dominion over you.
So women got dominion over them type of men. Come on.
Do you not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
He said, do you not work and go out there 40 hours a day, or you selling dope, or you robbing to come back to bring it to the woman? You ain't doing it for a man.
Right.
You doing it, you trying to get women. The reason why dudes be selling dope, they trying to get the biggest car, get the biggest rim. They trying to do it for the woman. They ain't doing it for a man. He doing it for that dude right there, Tony. No, you doing it so Keisha can look at you and
Right,
him
yeah.
and think that you got some status.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yea, man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob.
A sword, the modern day sword today is what? What is the modern day sword today? What is the gun?
Wow.
So the man take his gun today and do what?
His way to rob,
He gonna go rob. Come on.
and to steal, and to sail upon the sea, and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
So we don't need to follow the woman.
Nah, we don't need
We don't need to follow the woman. We need to follow the Most High God.
That's right.
We gotta get back our mind focused on the Most High.
Yeah, man. It's funny when you said that about it's basic. I always tell people all the time when it comes to, especially with black men, we are the only set of people that are judged by a financial situation. So that goes into what you were saying. I'm getting all of this stuff to make it look like I have I'm at this certain status in my life,
Right.
just so she can look at me. Because that's how it is now for a lot of black men. If you ain't got no money, if you don't even look like you got some money, a woman ain't gonna mess with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of black men, it makes them feel like that's the only thing that they have to do. Which I get it. Not saying it's right, but that I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like in all aspects, even with us having this conversation, you have to be open-minded to different people's views. Because we never know how people grew up, you know, to make them feel that type of way. But we do live in a time now where majority of the people, that's what they do. People don't even live for themselves or try to live to be right. We try to live to see what's right on social media.
Right.
Even they base their marriages and relationships off of social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And somebody else, cause they looking at somebody else.
They're looking at somebody else. I mean, everybody at some point was looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce, and then when we find out Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, then everybody like, whoa. You know
As
what
far
I'm saying?
as we know,
Yeah.
we don't know what the
We
hell.
don't know what.
How many times?
It could have been a group thing.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
slanging around.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Merry go
I definitely believe that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to be very mindful, man, and think for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like that ain't the way to be. We don't have to get on social media and based about our ways of living off of social media, because social media is doing what social media is supposed to be doing right now.
Right.
And that is causing a lot of division from people and got people living any kind of way, man. I was looking at it, somebody made a post and people was talking about this whole thing with spitting in their mouths during sex.
Wow, man.
What would make you want to have somebody spit in your mouth?
That's crazy, Jimmy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, man, hopefully the women, and like I said, man, y'all, we got something coming up for y'all too, so we ain't gonna go too bad on y'all right now.
Not right now, but
Yeah.
I want to say something too as far as let's show you we're supposed to follow the Lord real quick, and they're supposed to follow us. Get that in 1 Corinthians 11:1. 1 Corinthians 11:1.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
So Paul is following who?
Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
So that's who we need to follow. We need to follow Christ. Men, we follow Christ. Now watch this. Let's get the order. Read verse 3.
Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head of every man is Christ. So who we supposed to be following is Christ, the black Messiah, not the white boy that we got hanging up in the church.
Right.
That causes our men to be effeminate. Like that causes them to be soft spoken. That causes them the women to rule over them in the churches. If I'm dialoguing with a brother and then a sister come up, she take over the conversation that me and the brother had. Now she jump in and she's the man.
Right.
I'm telling you that the church have made our men soft and
That's right.
feminine. You know what I'm saying? That's not the divine order of that's not divine masculinity.
That's right.
To have your woman to rule over you. That's out of bounds. That's foreign to God. God like, no, I didn't make you I didn't make you for you to be running behind a woman and letting the woman dictate and demand over you. Not saying you don't listen. Now I want y'all to take this the wrong way, that we don't that you don't listen to your wife if she got something great to say. Right. She might be great with finances.
Right.
She may be, you know what I mean? I'm not speaking on that. I'm talking about like what this world portrayed today. You know what I'm saying? Follow the happy wife, happy life.
Right.
No, happy husband, happy life.
That's
Now
right.
watch this, keep reading.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man. Now watch it, jump to verse 8. Now, y'all might want to turn your TV off, women, if, you know, you're feminists. You feminists might just want to go and turn it off right now. Watch this, read
Verse
this.
8. For the man is not of the woman.
So what, read that again?
For the man is not of the woman.
The man is not of the woman, meaning what? The man did not come from Eve. Eve came from the man.
Right.
Come on.
But the woman of the man.
Right, the woman of the man. Come on.
Neither was the man created for the woman.
Read that again.
Neither was the man created for the woman.
The man wasn't created for the woman. So why are you running out of your purpose for a woman? You know, you wasn't never created that. You was created. You was a God upon the earth. When Adam was on earth, he was a God upon the earth, dealing with the animals, naming. He was handling his business.
Yeah.
The Lord said, he needed to help me. So matter of fact, we know how to get it. Can I get it?
Yeah.
But let's finish this first. Give me that, Jim.
But the woman for the man.
But the woman is made for the man. That's supposed to be the divine masculinity. But first, the man got to get himself right.
That's right.
And I want to deal with all that. But before I read this, because I want to deal with the man. You said we're dealing with the man, right? All right, let's get the man right real quick. Get Psalms 82 and 5. Let's deal with the man. I don't want to shift. Let's deal with the man. Give me Psalms 82 and 5.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand.
So the black man don't know.
They walk.
Neither do we understand. The black man, we don't know, or neither do we understand, or neither do the world understand.
Right.
The black women don't even understand. Read.
They walk on in darkness.
We walk on in darkness, meaning we walk on in sin. Come on.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
The whole world is out of course. The whole world is upside down.
Right.
The whole world is upside down. Why? Because the black man ain't ruling.
Right.
The whole world is jacked up because we're not ruling. We're supposed to be ruling. God made us to rule the whole planet Earth.
Right.
But the world is upside down. Read it again from 5.
Yes, sir. Verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
We walk on in sin. We walk on following behind a woman. We walk on being a whoremonger. We walk on selling drugs to each other. We walk around murdering each other.
Right.
Come on.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
The whole world is upside down. It's out of course because we don't know who we are. We don't know we the kings of the earth.
Verse 6.
Watch this.
I have said, ye are gods.
We are what?
Ye are gods.
The black man is what?
Ye are gods.
Come on.
And all of you are the children of the Most
We
High.
the gods of the earth. We the judges of the earth. We supposed to be ruling and reigning and governing the earth, which we will. If that's why our message is, look, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your job is to repent, come out of Babylon, meaning America. This place, we were sent over here to serve punishment.
Right.
This is not something we're supposed to be adjusting to.
Not heaven.
Right, this is not our kingdom. It's not the land of milk and honey. This is punishment.
Right.
We're supposed to be getting our minds right, come out of this place psychologically, spiritually, come back to our Father so He can set us back up in the kingdom that we're going to rule forever. No more tears, no more crying, no more sorrow, no more baby mama drama, nobody throwing my McDonald's in the street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no more McDonald's. So that's supposed to be our divine order. You know what I mean? But we don't know. And another one real quick. You want to speak? You want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Get second Edges 14 and 13. First, we got to set ourselves in order. We got to get ourselves right, black man. You know what I'm saying? We the greatest men on the face of the earth. You know, we got to walk in our divine order. Matter of fact, let's get what divine means. Because he said divine masculinity. Let's get the definition of divine real quick.
This is the definition of divine. You say you want synonym?
Yeah, you can read the definition, then give me some synonyms.
Okay. 1. Of, from, or like God.
Of or from. So we supposed to be getting orders from God. Come on.
Or a God.
Or a God. We just read it. We gods of the earth.
That's right.
Come on.
You go to similaries. Godly.
Godly. Give me Sirach 37 and 12. It said, and godly. Come on.
And you know,
Go ahead.
it's funny that you said it because when I even posted the post, that's what I hashtag godly into it. So yeah, go ahead.
Right. It said what?
Godly.
So now let's see what godly is. Watch this.
Sirach 37 and 12. But be continually with a godly man,
Uh-oh. A godly man. Let's see what is a godly man.
whom thou knowest, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's what divine order or divine masculinity is.
Right.
We following what God said, which make us the gods of the earth. You feel me? We can only be the gods of the earth because we following what God said. Now, when we ain't following what God said, then we ain't no gods of the earth. We can't be, because that message, we doing our own thing. We been our own God. Now watch this, read. Synonyms.
God-like, angelic, seraphic.
So we all those things that embodies when we follow God, you know what I'm saying, as being divine masculinity, right? Get that in 1 Kings 2 and 2. That's it? Yeah, finish it.
Whose mind is according to thy
You
mind.
see that? Who mind is according to thy mind. So our mind got to be according to the Lord's, and then the women's supposed to be according to our mind.
That's right.
Matter of fact, let me prove that real quick. Sirach 7 and 6 is right there. Since we right there, we're gonna get that over real quick. Sirach 7 and 26. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to follow God. Boom. The woman's supposed to follow us. Watch this. Sirach 7 and 26. Our mind's supposed to be after our mind. Our mind on God's. Come on.
Sirach chapter 7 and verse 26. Hast thy wife after thy mind? Forsake her
You
not.
see that? Have a wife. Her mind's supposed to be after your mind.
That's right.
Y'all not supposed to be at war in the house.
Get out.
It's got to be one mind.
Right.
And his mind's supposed to be divine towards the Father. You feel me? So if his mind towards the Father, then her mind's supposed to be towards the husband.
Right.
But then the reason why some marriages don't work, because you have some men may be divine towards the Father, but then her mind is divine towards Instagram. Her mind is divine towards the world, the Joneses. She want to be like the Joneses. So now it ain't gonna work. It's always gonna be war in the house until her mind get right, until she submit, which is submitting to the Lord.
Yeah.
So that's the order. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I saw a post not long ago. A brother had shared stating that Christ is a level of consciousness that we all should get to. I never thought about it like that, right? Like I said, I grew up in the church, and at first I remember a deacon telling me when I was a kid, he said, "I'm not no Christian. I'm Christ-like. The goal is to be like Christ." Didn't realize how deep that was until I got older, and then I started paying attention to different things in the church, and one thing I realized that a lot of people don't even understand in the church, in the heavy in the church, been going to church for years, the difference between Christ and God. A lot of people don't even understand that.
Right.
You know, they all think they're just one.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm
They
saying?
do.
And it blows me that people don't understand that those are two different entities.
Right.
So it was deep when I saw the brother post that, because it is Christ, being Christ-like is a level of consciousness that a lot of people did not even meet it, or don't even try to meet, because now, because of the church has misinterpreted things for so long, they don't understand that that's the way of being. They just think that this is what you're supposed to be, and then when the church ain't serving the community like they supposed to,
There you
of
go.
course the people ain't trying to listen to y'all.
There
no
you
more.
go.
So you want us to keep giving y'all money, but what are y'all doing back to return what you're supposed to do? The church is supposed to be for the community. Why exactly? Why are we talking about the same thing every Sunday at church? What are we gonna do about it? It's time to take action now. So I know for me, that's why I always try to put myself at is how could I be more Christ-like? And for a lot of people, they don't believe in Christ, and I don't fault them because they were told about Christ the wrong way. Okay. So I know. For a lot of our brothers, even seeing this, and for y'all coming here and y'all telling us, explain it this way, it's lighting the light bulb for a lot of people for stuff that we've been seeing now, and we just been waiting for somebody to talk about it in a different way. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all go ahead.
Now let's show you what a man is. You said a lot too. I'm Peter. Peter by Christ-like. Give me that to Peter. Read that. 1 Peter 2 and 21.
1 Peter chapter 2 and
You
verse
said be Christ-like. Wow,
Right.
that's an order. Watch this.
2 and verse 21. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us,
He suffered for us. Come on.
leaving us an example,
So he left us an example to do, to follow. Come on.
that ye shall follow his steps.
So we're supposed to follow his steps. You know, the one thing he did, he kept God's commandments. So that's what we're supposed to do as men. We're supposed to follow God's commandments.
That's right.
You feel me? Because that's the whole duty of man. Let's show you the whole duty of man. The whole divine order of man. Give me that Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let's see the whole divine, the whole duty of man. What are we put on earth to do? If we put on earth to be sports
Right.
junkies, or did we meet our purpose? Did we meet our divine masculinity? Because I'm a football player and I'm rowing, I'm being physical on the field. Does that make me divine masculinity?
For a lot of men to do.
Right.
You sit in the barbershop, you hear they force their kids to play things.
Right.
It's like, I want you to be what I want you to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily the right thing.
Right.
You know, but that is, for a lot of men, it's good that you pointed out. And especially in our community, they feel like you got to play sports.
Right. We thought that was a man. You're an ultimate man and you're an ultimate warrior.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but you just making somebody else rich, you know?
Yeah.
Watch this. Read what you got. And don't know them Greek fashions. Like, the Bible go deep. The Bible show you where the Olympics started, all that. That's in the Bible. Watch this. Read what you got.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
The whole conclusion of the whole matter. Let's just draw it up and sum it up right here.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
And what else?
And keep his commandments.
Now read it again from the top.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
See that? That's the whole duty of man. That's our whole purpose in life, is to follow what God say. Because this kingdom gonna burn.
That's right.
All this we see here is gonna be burnt crisp. So we should be following the ways of the world. 1 John 2:15. But first, let me get you read that 1 Kings 2:2 about the man. We on the man. We gotta reform our men.
Yeah.
Reform our minds back right. What you got?
This is the book of 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
Do what?
And show thyself a man.
Show thyself a man. Let's see what makes a man.
Verse 3. And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
So that what makes us a man, when we keep the charge of the Lord our God. Come on.
To walk in his ways.
To walk in his ways.
To keep his statutes.
To keep his statutes.
And his commandments.
And his what?
And his commandments.
That what makes us men.
That's right.
Now we may be a male. Man, we have that part down there that make us a male. But the real men of God, the men of God follow God's commandments. And if we're a man, and also if we men, guess what else we're supposed to do? We're supposed to have a love and a care for our nation.
Right.
We're supposed to love our nation. We're supposed to love our people. We're supposed to love our nation, you know? But now today, Christianity church make everything about me. Oh, I got a house. Well, what about the people that's not starving? What about your brothers doing bad out here? You feel me?
Blessed and highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored. Let me show you. the men of the Bible are men, right? Let's show you their mindset real quick. Give me that in Daniel's 9 and 20. You get Daniel 9 and 20, and you get Nehemiah 1 and I think 5 or 6, something like that. Where they pray for the people. Watch this. Let's show you how.
That's what we need.
Yeah, we see that. But you looking at us, and then I'm gonna show you pictures, bro. What we got showing you our divine masculinity. I'm gonna show you a few pictures too, real quick. What you got?
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 20. And whilst I was speaking and praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people, Israel.
You see that? So that's Daniel. Daniel was one of the wisest men, right? Daniel said he would confess his sins, but the sins of his people too, because he loved his nation.
Right.
Keep reading.
And presenting my supplication before the Lord my God.
Now read what you got.
This is the book of Nehemiah.
So we read with Daniel. Daniel was a man. He was a man. The real divine masculinity. He what? He loved his people.
Right,
Let's see what about Nehemiah.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 1 and verse 4. And it came to pass, when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept, and mourned certain days, and fasted, and prayed before the God
So
of
he
heaven.
fasted and prayed for his nation. Come on.
Verse 5. And said,
Ezra.
I beseech thee, O Lord God of heaven, the great and terrible God, that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him, and observe his commandments. Let thine ear now be attentive, and thy eyes open.
So you see what he doing? Nehemiah what? Praying for his nation, right? Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Watch this. Get Ezra 10 and verse 1.
Ezra chapter 10 and verse 1. Now when Ezra had prayed, and when he had confessed, weeping and casting himself down before the house of God, there assembled unto him out of Israel a very great congregation of men and women and children, for the people wept very sore. And Shechaniah.
But you see what he did? He prayed for his people. He loved his people.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to be as black men. We're supposed to love our people. But the reason why we don't, because we caught up in a lot of religion, or if not, we love the other nations. We love white women. We love everybody else but our own people. So when we don't love our own people, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna have when you don't stick to your people, you're not gonna have a real deep care for your people. Think about it. If I'm sick and married to a white woman, laying up in the bed with her, and then I turn on the TV and I see one of my men get gunned down by a white police officer, or I see a white police officer with his knee on my brother's neck for 10 minutes, that ain't gonna register with her like it's gonna register to me. She can fake it all day, you know, but if I'm in league with her so much, it's not gonna affect me neither.
Yeah.
I look at that and be like, damn, you know, okay. And then you turn the channel because you in league with her.
Right.
She turns your heart from your God.
One thing I have noticed with them is that they don't be embarrassed by the stuff that they do.
Right.
So for us though, we'll see something and the first thing we think is they better not be black.
Right.
Because we feel some type of way because we know that ain't even how we get down.
Right.
You know, and even with us, I don't care. I had shared a post on social media, man. It don't matter. Even the most street of street niggas ain't gonna shoot up no school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
So it's a difference with that. I know I was watching a video of a interracial couple. It was a white woman and a black man, and they was having a real conversation. Like she told him straight up, for me dating a black man, for black men dating white women, for them that's a come up. They look at that as a come up. They look at that as a come up, right? The black man dating a white woman.
Right.
They look at that as a come up.
She could be a
The white woman, she said, for us though, for me, this is no come up. Anything,
She losing.
She losing.
She's taking a chance.
She taking a chance. My whole family might turn their back on me because I'm talking.
Right. She can't get the pension from grandpa.
They're gonna judge you by your money. They're gonna judge you by what you ain't doing, where you work at, how you work, how many kids you got. Do you got a baby mama? They look at all of that stuff, and then but sometimes they don't even look at that. They're just looking at your skin color. And so she already know before I get home, before I take and meet my parents, I gotta have a conversation with them first. And then I gotta have a little small conversation with you, knowing that my granddaddy racist, prejudiced, you know, feel some type of way.
Right.
So it's no come up for them. I don't understand how we got into a mindset, or our people got into a mindset of thinking that having somebody else from a different ethnic group is a come up.
Social media.
Right. Social media and religion.
Yeah.
Oh, we all one people.
Religion.
Matter of fact, get that in Ezra 10 and 10 since we on there. This divine masculinity too.
Yeah.
If you married to these women, man, look, the Bible is against that.
Right.
Nope.
That
Oh
I'm
man, I
strong.
want to hear this. I want to hear that.
Yes, get that in Nehemiah because they did it. Excuse me, Ezra 10. They did. The Bible. We redundant. We do the same thing. History repeat itself.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Read. You got Ezra 10 verse. Start at verse 10.
Ezra chapter 10 and verse 10. And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed and have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel.
Read that again.
And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed and have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel.
You have taken strange wives, meaning the other nations, and have increased the trespass of Israel. That's why he was crying in verse 1. Watch it, read verse 1 and 2
Verse
again.
1.
That's why he was crying.
Now when Ezra had prayed, and when he had confessed, weeping and casting himself down before the house of God, there assembled unto him out of Israel a very great congregation of men and women and children, for the people wept very sore.
Now watch this, verse 2.
Verse 2. And Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, and answered and said unto Ezra, We have trespassed against our God, and have taken strange wives of the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing.
Now watch this. Read. Let's see what the brothers did. Watch this.
Verse 3. Now therefore, let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives.
To do what?
To put away all the wives.
Put them women away. Get rid of them women. You breaking God's law because God gave us law not to deal with the other nations. Don't marry them because they're going to turn you away from me. And that's what you do now today. Same thing.
right.
When you marry them up, they turn you away from the God of the Bible. You don't want to believe this. Watch this, read.
And such as are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and those that tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law.
Let's see what the law. Read what you got. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
You see that? Don't make marriages with the white woman, Chinese, Arab.
right.
Think about it. They don't make marriages. How many brothers you know that's married to a Arab?
My God.
I don't know.
How many you know that are married to an East Indian woman? You feel me? So it's only us. We think, oh, let me marry. No, that's because we lost our identity.
Yeah.
We don't know our identity. We don't know who we are. So
Yeah.
we just follow anything.
That's true. That's why I'm very, very big. Like I was talking to brother earlier about my ancestry, digging deep into my ancestry, and because they don't, man. They can go back and say, "Oh, I was some kin of such and such. My people was Vikings back in the 1500s." We can't tell you who our people was in the early 1900s. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know who we are. We lost our identity, and then two, the elders. I don't know if they lost hope. They forgot to repeat the stories, or I don't know if they maybe didn't want
It was
to.
Bible prophecy, Jeremiah
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
It's Bible prophecy that we was gonna lose it, you know, because we really spit on God. You feel me? So we have to take it on the chin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What the punishment was.
Yeah.
We know if we keep God's commandments, we're gonna be on top. But if we break them, He ain't gonna play with us.
Yeah.
So those are the things that happened to us, or the reason why we lost our identity, because we spit on God, we disrespect Him. But we gonna come back. It's like now we know we are. We ain't lost.
Right.
And guess what? When we ain't lost, this is our divine masculinity. These just are some pictures of you know my brothers in my congregation, my elders, or me or whatever. Like you see all these kids
Yeah.
married to just one wife. You feel me? This is us.
Oh, man, that's-
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You feel me? Beautiful. He just married two of his daughters. I think these two are married, and this other one was about to be married. Like, you know, that's our divine order. You know what I'm saying? That's our masculinity. This is who we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
That what make us royal. Then we look royal. Can we show?
Y'all did, man.
Let's slide through there if you can. I guess let's slide through there just so
y'all
the
can
people,
see
you know. That's my family, you know.
Where I slide. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So you know, this is when we walking in our divine masculinity, right there. You know.
Right.
Yeah, look at that, raw. Look at that. You don't find that in the world.
Right there. Look at that.
They might, and he married two of his daughters, you know, and I think one of them is proven to be married soon.
Okay.
So these are the things. Matter of fact, let's show you that's a scripture. It's supposed to be an honor of us marrying our daughters off. You know what I'm saying? That's our masculinity as well. Watch this. Give me that in Sirach 7. And then you give me the one as far as he's supposed to wake up in the middle of the night, check on his kids. Like all these things are what we're supposed to do. Give me that in Sirach 42, I think. Yeah, you give me that in Sirach 7 and I think it's like 23 or something like that. 26? No. 24.
24. Okay. Sirach 7 and verse 24. How's thy daughters have care of their body?
So as a man, you know, in our role, like if you got daughters, it said do what now?
Have care of their body.
We gotta have care for their bodies. What that mean when we have care for their bodies?
You gotta make sure that they are taking care of themselves as well. And two, if they get with somebody, that they are also being taken care of. And two, as a man, supplying for your family,
Right.
making sure that they're nourished as well.
Right, but there ain't no get with nobody. See, the world will have you say, look, watch this. Let me ask you this. The first time I'm finna set it up. All right. You went to prom before?
Yeah.
All right. So you went and picked somebody's daughter, up, right?
Yeah.
So what happened on that? You smashed. You smashed. You smashed. I smashed. He smashed.
Right.
That's whoredom.
Yeah.
That's of the world that causes our daughters to be whores or to go ahead and give it up.
Yeah.
The father be like, make sure you bring them back at 12 o'clock now.
Yeah.
You have a shotgun. I don't give a damn what you got at the door.
He
He already know what's going on. What you mean? Why you got a shotgun talking about come home at 12 o'clock? I don't need to be home at 12. I just need 9 o'clock.
I'm trying to tell you.
I just need 10 o'clock. Then I give them back at 12. Like, you know, with the shotgun, you feel me?
Yeah.
So these are all customs of the world that we picked up from Babylon the Great. We actually giving our daughters
care.
over to no care of their bodies. The problem is straight whoredom. The Bible, give me that law on that. You know that? We weren't supposed to give our daughters over to a prom. To my I'm finna go take her out for the night. No, man. Every man know what goes on at prom.
Right.
Come on, man. So how I love my daughter? How do I have a care for her? I don't have no care for her. Now watch this. What you got? Now you go back. You go back to where you was, and you give me that in the law.
Yes, sir.
Now watch this. Finish this. Watch this.
Sirach 7:24. Has thy daughters have care of their body.
And also have a care of their bodies, right? You got also what messes us up. Think about this. The little majorettes, right?
Oh,
In high school, right?
Yeah.
But now you got them
early.
Oh,
at
but
5 years, what, about 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, and you got somebody teaching them how to dance, and then they pray, they walking through a crowd of people at parade time. You got perverts out there, you got pedophiles out there, molesters out there, you got all these predators out here, but you put your daughter naked, cause she just like that. That's the same thing strippers them be wearing.
Right.
Come on, man. And you put her out there in the parade and a march up and down, shake up behind to some what young boy or whatever these rappers is shaking their behind today.
Twisting and everything.
Twisting and everything, bending over, popping, all that, and we think that's cute. That's an abomination to God's eyes. You feel me? You see how far we fell? Just common sense, bro. When you think about it, like, damn, why would I put my daughter out here naked, popping, and thousands of people on these parades? You feel me? Because we lost our identity, bro. We got to come back to God's word. Now watch this. Read what you got.
Has thy daughters have care of their body.
So you're supposed to have care of their body. You're supposed to make sure they dressing modest. You're supposed to make sure their bodies is covered. They try to sneak on and freak them. Just hell no. What are you going to have? Hell no. I never want to see that again. Matter of fact, I'm finna burn this right now. You never wearing that. You feel me? You got to protect your daughters. Get her mind or cover her body up.
That's right.
Because if I open up a sucker right now and unwrap the paper and throw it out on an ant pile, what's gonna happen? Ants gonna jump all over it. But if I got it wrapped up, you ain't got to worry about all those predators on it. You feel me? So the same thing with our sisters. We gotta learn how to tell our daughters, they have a care for their bodies to cover up. We lost that. Now we have them on live TV. You know what I'm saying? Shaking and popping.
And being married, lest she should be hated.
Unless she be married, meaning what? If you didn't teach her right, as a daughter. So when she get married, she gonna be off. She gonna be a man's problem. She gonna be a man's stress rather than being a pillar of rest because you didn't teach her right. Come on.
Verse 10. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
And what?
And gotten with child in her father's house.
How many daughters you know growing up or whatever, or even now that's pregnant while they in their mama or daddy house?
Oh, I know a couple of them.
A lot.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't either the daddy wasn't there, or you know what I mean, or the mama working two jobs, however the case or the circumstances brought forth. But these things happen and let you know this is our book. It's explaining us to the T. These things happen in our communities.
Yeah.
You know, come on.
And having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself.
Meaning she cutting the hell up. She wilding out on her husband because you ain't teach her right. Come on.
And when she is married, lest she should be barren.
Unless she's married, meaning she's barren, meaning she can't have kids because the Lord, like, I'm not letting your womb bring you so nasty. I'm not letting no child come through from your womb. You know what I mean? I'm keeping that closed. Not to say that's all the reason why, you know, certain sisters can't have babies, but in certain cases it is. You know, so the Lord, like, look, I'm not doing that. You feel me? Or in certain cases, sister, you might just be a Sarah. You know what I'm saying? You might need to pray. You might be I forgot LK9's wife's name. Anna. You know what I'm saying? You might be Anna. You might need just to pray. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But these are the things that we're supposed to do as men as well.
Yeah, we man, I really appreciate y'all coming in tonight teaching that, man, because y'all, like you said, man, we need more people who think on that scale. There's too much going on around us, and I say all the time, man, especially with this stuff with COVID. If COVID ain't teach you nothing, COVID taught us things getting real.
Right.
This whole thing, with soon it ain't gonna be no such thing. We get into this whole low class, middle class, upper class. There will be no middle class. Either you're gonna be rich or you're gonna be poor.
That's right.
And so, as a community, man, we gotta start taking care of each other. We gotta start taking accountability for the things that we allow in our communities. And like we said before, when it comes to praying for our communities, but when it comes to putting these drugs out in our communities, we have to hold ourselves accountable for that.
Ah, I like that.
Toting these guns and use them on each other, but you're too coward to use them on the people who really coming up after you.
Right,
we gotta
right.
hold each other accountable for that. And as the men, man, started getting ourselves together spiritually. Man, you can't. There's been so many aspects of what, like we said earlier, about you have to play sports to be a man, or you have to be a rapper to be a man.
Right,
man.
right.
That is
You
not,
gotta have.
you know,
Oh, I forgot too. Another one. You had to have 2-3 women in order to be a man.
yeah, you gotta have 2-3 women in order to be a man, you know, and then sneak around with, you know,
Right,
you
right.
stressing yourself out because you gotta hide from the other one. Then the other one, she find out and she going all crazy on social media, knowing she ain't gonna leave you.
Buzzing
It is
windows.
you busting your windows out. You coming out your pocket. All of that, you know what I'm saying? So we got to definitely learn how to take back control of our communities. Start letting these people take control of our communities.
Something from
Move
16.
into our communities, opening up stores in our communities. Like, no, we gotta start taking back over.
Hey, in order to do that, we got to do this first. Watch this.
The book of Psalms 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
So we got to rise up, but notice it said. I'm gonna take it slow. Watch this. Read.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
So if you rise up against the evildoer, what do that mean? That man is
Godly.
right. That man is God. He's on the side of righteousness,
Right,
so
right.
they can go against the evildoers.
Right.
So he got to get himself right.
Right,
So read
right.
that again.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
So we got to rise up. Watch this. Read what you got. Let's see what a man's supposed to do. Watch he's supposed to rise up and do.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 64. Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men.
And show yourself what?
Men.
Show yourself what?
Men.
Let's see what showing ourselves men look like.
In the behalf of the law.
Behalf on the what?
Of the law.
Come on.
For by it shall ye obtain glory.
So we're supposed to show ourselves manly by following God's laws. That would make us manly. Did we ever read 1 Kings 2 and 2?
Oh, we ain't finished it.
We didn't finish it.
Okay. Get there real quick because we're going to show what the manly, we got to come back to God's laws. That's the only way, bro. That's the only way, you know what I'm saying? We got to, and then that's the only way we can give me the second of getting the women in order. We got to get in order, like you said at first. And then we got to be able to get the women, and then we're going to get the kids. Everything is a trickle effect. It's an umbrella. Watch this. Read what you got.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Second page.
I go the way of all the earth.
14.
Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Show thyself a man. Come on.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments. And
So look, I'm gonna show you some commandments. They're not hard. You know you keeping the commandment right now
You should ask me, am I keeping one right now?
with the
With the beard? Oh yeah, not cutting my beard up.
huh?
These would be not cutting my beard up.
I'm not cutting your beard. Let me show you that. I'm gonna show some laws real quick to show you because we can say we can be men, but if I don't read you the laws, you can never gauge on what maybe somebody may need to change to be manly.
Right.
So where we at?
You had Ezra and Leviticus.
Oh, get Ezra's first, and then you get Leviticus. Read what you got.
Second Ezra 14 and verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people.
So when we set our house in order, meaning you got to set yourself in order. Then if you married, you got to make sure your wife get in order. Then your kids get in order, and then you can what?
And reprove thy people.
Now you can go and teach your people because you an example. Like the pictures I showed you, they are already examples. Then they taught us.
Right.
You feel me? Now we had to get our house in order, so now we can teach.
Right.
I be a hypocrite if I'm coming up here and my wife ain't in order, and my kids ain't in order, but I'm trying to tell the community, hey, get your kids in order. No, God don't roll like that. He ain't hypocrisy. That's it.
No, sir.
Go ahead.
Comfort such of them as be in trouble.
So our people are in trouble. They like their brother or even their sister. Like we broken. We broken people. This gospel's supposed to heal our people up. Let them know, look, yeah, what you're doing is totally against God. but fix yourself up so you can get that peace.
Yeah.
Come back to these scriptures and come back to who you are. You're an Israelite. Come back to your Bible. All these people, all these men, the greatest men on the face of the earth, the gods who what we read in the beginning, they Israelites.
That's
Right.
That's it. Ain't no other. It ain't the Chinese, the Abraham.
All day long.
It's us. You feel me?
Right.
So we got to come back to what God already ordained us to be from the beginning of time. We can't fight that. We got to come back and be what we be and be royal. So now read what you got as far as the law.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
Read that again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So as a godly man that's in the divine order, he ain't walking around with a bald head.
Right.
Unless it's just forehead bald and you are right. Meaning if it's just naturally bald, you are right. But if you're taking a razor or you're taking them clippers and telling them to shave it all off, that you breaking God's laws. You feel me? And then what else?
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So you're not supposed to shave off we're not supposed to shave off our beards, you know. Take the clipper, then you got razor. You wonder why you got razor bumps? That's because that's a judgment. you shouldn't be doing that. God don't want you like that. God made us different. He made us special.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how we supposed to walk in our divine order as being men. There's just a few things. What you got? Watch this. What you got? Genesis.
Genesis chapter 18.
As far as the household, being a man and commanding his household. Once you right.
Verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his children.
Meaning Abraham. He's speaking to Abraham. Go up a verse.
So, verse 18. Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation.
So he said, Abraham, surely I'm going to make a great nation come from your seed. Come on.
And all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him.
Because we're going to be scattered. We got to end up being scattered throughout the whole four corners of the earth in all nations. Come on.
For I know him, that he
God
will,
said, I know him. I know Abraham.
that he will command his children.
You got to be able to command your children, man. You got to be able to teach them. Teach them what? Do I teach them how to twerk? Do I teach him how to parade up and down the street? Do I teach him how to be a thug? Do I teach him to put a flag in his pocket because he's 5 years old, put a red rag in his back pocket?
Right.
You feel me? Do I do that? Do I let him smoke cigarette? 12 years old, 13, like give him something, you know? That ain't manly.
Right.
You feel me? Come on.
For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord, to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring unto Abraham that which he hath spoken of him.
So that's what we're supposed to do as men, you know, to get our nation back in order, get ourselves back in order. You know what I'm saying? That's the divine masculinity right there. You know what I'm saying? That we're supposed to be portraying. You know, not gang banging. We think we're a man because we shot somebody, or we a man because we selling dope.
Right,
we got all the birds over here in this project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't no man. You just a system of Babylon the Great. You just a product of sin. You know what I mean? You're not walking in your divine order as being a God and the King of the earth. Let's show you what God said. Give me that in Wisdom of Solomon 6 in verse 1. God gonna call the kings out of the earth, let them know we the kings. Yeah. Maybe brother don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with the Christian church.
Right.
I never knew I was a king.
Don't know nothing.
I never knew I was a God on the earth.
It's equal.
Huh? Right.
Just feel like
Everybody ain't equal,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
God said, look, I'm chosen nation to be above all nations upon the face of the earth. Now watch this what you got.
21.
Yes, sir. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and verse 1.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and verse 1. Hear therefore, O you kings,
Oh, who?
O ye kings,
Come on.
and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth.
He made us to be judges at the end of the earth, man. We gonna judge this thing, you know.
Right.
And that's in the future too. Hold that. You stay where you at. Give me Revelation 2 and 25, just showing you Christ gonna come back. When he come back this time, he's gonna give us our crown.
Nope.
He's gonna give us our power.
Right.
In order to have a crown, that means you gotta have some type of kingdom. I can't just give you a crown and you just got a crown. A crown is for a king. And what is a king? He has a kingdom.
Right.
So we gonna rule, you feel me? Now watch this, read what you got. Let's see what Christ said, Revelation 2 and 25. The black Messiah.
Yes.
Not no blue eyes and blonde hair.
Yeah.
Read what you got.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
Come on. In this Bible, hold fast till Christ come back. Come on.
And he that overcometh.
So he that overcoming, this is what we gotta do. He that overcoming what? He that overcoming being a whoremonger. or he done come over being a thug, drug dealer, murderer, whatever. That sister was a whore. She was loose. She was a whore. She let everybody hit on the block. But if that sister overcome that spirit, get herself right, fix herself up, which she can. We know sisters like that.
Yeah.
We know sisters that was on poles, stripper pole, you know. But they fixed themselves up according to the scriptures because we so lost, we didn't fell into all type of sin. You feel me? We didn't fell all over the place. You got some brothers homosexual. Fix themselves up through the word of God.
Yeah.
Fix your spirit up. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what the Bible is about. It's about healing our people, healing our nation. That's the only thing that's going to heal us. Come on.
And keep of my works.
So when you overcome whatever your vice is, or whatever your demons is, come on.
And keep of my works unto the end.
And keep God commandments unto the end, because he tell us to do X, Y, Z. We need to do X, Y, Z
right.
unto the end.
Right.
Come on.
To him will I give power over the nations.
So wait a minute, how we equal? When Christ said, look, I'm going to get what?
To him will I give power over the nations.
I'm going to give you power over the nations.
Right.
Come on.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
We're going to rule them with a rod of iron because everybody, the Chinese man probably don't want to bow down to you. You a sit there like nigga.
Right.
You know, they still going to see you as whatever the word portrayer as.
Yeah.
Come on.
As the vessels of potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my fathers.
You feel that? Now jump down to verse 21.
Wisdom of Solomon, verse 6, excuse me, Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 21. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters.
So brothers and sisters out there, if your delight, brothers, if your delight being ruling the next kingdom that's where you're not going to be crying no more sickness, no more diseases. If you want that black, Hispanic, and Native American man, read that again.
If your delight be then in thrones and scepters.
Meaning sepulchres, sepulchres is rulership. You got ruler, you're a ruler, come on.
O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom.
So you got to honor this Bible. Come on.
Honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore.
That you may rule forevermore.
That's right.
Now watch this. Read Revelation 3 and 9. I'll pass it back to you because I know you might want to bring something.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews.
So those people over there in the land that claiming to be us because we are way over here, he said, what now?
And are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
So they're going to have to bow down before the black man's feet.
Right.
Come on.
And to know that I have loved thee.
So they going to know that the Lord have loved us.
Right.
Yeah.
The people that they cast off and said we nobodies.
You heard that in
You feel me?
church.
They don't teach this in church.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. It's funny that you said that because I saw a picture of the Pope when he visited Africa and he bowed down to the president in Africa. People was going crazy because they never saw nothing like that, especially coming from the Pope, you know.
Right.
And the Pope is where, you know, for a lot of us, especially you black, we don't look at the Pope for what he really is. The Pope is a very powerful figure, especially when it comes to religion.
Right.
So for him to do that said a lot for a lot of people. But they even understand. A lot of them, they know.
Oh, they understand in the Vatican. They got all types of pictures of Black Christ and Mary, all that.
Yeah.
They got all that.
They understand it, but of course they don't want to face it. And they're going to try to make
No,
us
they
look.
want their rulership. They want
their
their power.
rulership.
Because if they did understand, they would sit their ass down
Yeah,
and denounce all religion and say, look, the blacks are God chosen people and the word belong to them.
Because that's what it is. Religion is a tug of war,
You know
and for them it's a political balance. It serves political balance and all kind of stuff like that when you get into religion, which causes a lot of division in the people. And if this is what I need to help you be on my side, this is what I'm gonna do. You know, and so it is crazy though for a lot of us. We get so wrapped up into Christianity, and like I said before, if you Christian, you Christian. But we get so wrapped up in Christianity and how it was taught to us, not even realizing, you know what? Because our spirits, we question it. Can't nobody in the church ever tell me they ain't question. You know what? Is this the right way? Is this true? And then they teach you in the church, you don't question God. Why?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why would I not question God?
Why not? Yeah.
If I need an understanding,
You're supposed to ask questions.
You're supposed to ask questions. Man,
They ain't got no answers. That's why.
They
You know what
ain't got
I'm
no
saying? They ain't got no answers.
Yeah.
We got the answers though. We
Yeah.
got the answers, Sway. We got the answers.
I appreciate y'all for coming
Yeah,
out
yeah,
with us
yeah,
tonight,
man. It's
we definitely, we're gonna hang y'all up on here again.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we definitely got a part 2 to this, so we're gonna bring the ladies in and let us know how y'all feeling on this. I got some
So-
very smart sisters.
So the part 2 gonna be about the women, or is it gonna be about the
part
men
2
again?
is gonna be about the men again, but I'm
Okay.
doing also one on divine femininity.
Okay.
So we gonna.
Ooh, hey, they gonna be some smoke. I'm telling you. Hey, they gonna be some smoke. I didn't know that was in the Bible. Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah. So we're gonna be touching on a lot of things because the point is the conversations have to be had.
Yeah.
The conversation has to be had.
No doubt.
And for me, what my show is, I don't try to change your mind, but I want you to open your mind. And God let the rest happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do on my show. I appreciate y'all brothers for coming in with us tonight.
Appreciate you for having
Y'all definitely gonna see them again. We appreciate y'all for listening in with us tonight. Make sure y'all download the RWR Live 365 app. Y'all follow our brothers. I'll definitely be posting their information on my page.
We got IUIC Mobile. Subscribe to our page, YouTube page. What else we got?
Facebook, Twitter.
Facebook, IUIC Mobile, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you check us out. We're gonna have a lot of different content coming out. Also, like I said, we'll give a shout out to Bishop Nathaniel for starting this in 2003. You know what I'm saying? So all praise to the Most High for His Spirit and the rest of the elders. You know, so all praise to the Most High. Appreciate you once again for letting us come out here and just and let the Scripture speak. You know, so. All praise to the Most High for your spirit, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all. Man, it's crazy that y'all come in here. The color that y'all wearing is already. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We fit right in. This our home.
I want to first put out for everybody that's, if you're in the Pensacola area, man, make sure y'all check out
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.